hell, man?
What is up? Welcome on in to Remotely Relevant. Another episode of Askin' Haskins at ya. It's my favorite time of the week. I am your host, Rick. With me, as always, we got Dan.
What's up?
And down below, we got Claudette.
What's up?
Make sure you are smashing that like button, giving us follows, subscribes, wherever you are watching us. We are live right now on both Facebook and YouTube. We have an awesome show for you tonight. We are going to dive into the topic of AI and deepfakes. We'll shoehorn those two things in together. Got a couple other stories round the bend. Maybe, actually not maybe, we are going to give out our Super Bowl picks since that is happening tomorrow. Always a fun time. And as long as we have enough time, we're going to get into an intuition test. If not, we will do that on Afterthoughts, which you guys can catch us later tonight at midnight. If you are a Patreon member, head on over there. Sign up, $3 a month. That's all it takes. And you can hang out with us all night. But before we get into all that kind of stuff, we need to get ourselves into some remote toast. Toastmaster General over there, Dan, what do you got for us?
I have a nautical themed toast.
Okay.
Here we go. If I was the ocean, hold on. I already fucked it up.
No, oh man.
Do over.
Do over. All right. If the ocean was
Whoa.
beer and I was a duck, I would swim to the bottom and drink myself up. But the ocean's not beer and I'm not a duck. So let's drink these beers and get fucked up.
Get
Amen to that. Do it.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I like that one, Dan. That was a good one.
Good.
When you said nautical, I was like, hey, what's up with this? And, hey, what do you know? It fits in. It's good stuff.
Right.
How are we doing tonight, guys?
Good.
All right.
Doing good. Me too.
Good,
Me
good.
too. Why don't we get into all right. AI. I think we briefly covered this before on a Remotely Relevant or Afterthoughts episode. I can't remember which one. But it's obviously like a prolific thing that's going on right now. And the big question is right now, is it good or is it bad? And exactly what state is it in? So we're going to kind of try and explore that tonight. But I want to know what your guys' thoughts. Are you even hip to all the AI stuff that's going on, Chat GPT and Open AI or whatever it's all called? I don't even really know all about it.
I don't know. I don't obsess. I don't follow it a whole lot. I see stuff about it.
All right.
I
Yeah,
just
pretty
I
much
don't
the
know.
same with me. Just come across some videos or so. I don't really know a ton about it. I know it's a little creepy.
It can be, I guess.
It can be.
It can be like,
Yeah.
I mean, when you grew up watching Terminator and movies
Yeah.
like that, to where it's like, okay, this thing's gonna grow
Mhm.
sentient and it's gonna get
That's a
mad at
good movie.
people and want to take them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good. Yeah, actually, most of them were good.
Mhm.
I think I've
Well,
seen like the first three or whatever.
And look, Terminator,
I loved it.
when
I
the
watched it all
Matrix
the
did it, AI
Yeah.
will take over the world.
Yeah.
There've been a
Mhm.
lot of movies.
Yeah, Matrix is actually another one that was like that was just such a weird concept at the time that it like was.
You're
That's
the
what made
battery.
it
Yeah.
awesome. Right.
Like what?
Right. not to mention that the plausibility of like how many humans it would actually take to make them into batteries for robots would be like unimaginable. But
All
hey,
space on this planet, man.
yeah. And they're just putting us in pods and big
Yeah,
buildings.
they're not making it pretty, dude.
No, that the software is pretty. That's what's pretty when it comes to that. But yeah, I mean, when like AI, when you think about it, it can be scary, and I think what makes it scary is, like our projection of ourselves and the state of like humans as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, like. We think that AI would get intelligent enough to the point where it would notice that we suck so much that it has to take us out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I never thought about it in that perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were to look at it at another perspective, you could think about it in a way to where like maybe it wouldn't be like us at all, and maybe it would be more self-sufficient for it to help us instead of harm us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I don't know.
I like that one better.
Yeah.
The smarter the computers get, the less people are needed to conduct business as usual.
Yes.
And my biggest, I don't know, I don't want to say fear because it's not like I stay awake at night thinking about it or whatever. But if it's going to turn bad, it's because the ruling class is making machines to replace, well, us. You know, like they'd still be the evil in the situation if it ever went bad. I believe.
Well,
you know,
gonna be the evil no matter what, unless some things change. But yes, I get what you're saying, and honestly, right now that is the ramifications of what we call AI. Is that right now it is starting to take people's jobs.
Yeah, right.
And if you think about it, we are going to come to a point in time where something is going to be able to replace almost every job. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, they all plan for the masses because you know, everybody without a job, how the fuck is that going to work? You know, and you know damn well in an economy that works on nothing but money and making more and more and more and more money, these companies are going to do whatever they can to make more and more and more money, and that's going to be, you know,
what are you gonna, wages.
What would you rather pay for? You know, $1 billion for a machine that's going to work for you for the rest of its, you know, working, you know, for 20, however many years, you know what I'm saying, with repairs and all that stuff, but you know, or humans that are going to cost way more over time
and cause problems and drama and blah blah.
And then you have to replace them every 20 minutes because you suck as a freaking corporation and can't keep anybody working for you.
And you always have the person that says, yeah, but somebody's got to run the machines, which yes, it's true, but it takes one guy to run the machines, you know.
But that's not necessarily true anymore anyhow. That's
50 people.
That's what we're talking about here, is that AI is to the point where it's starting to semi-run itself. But hey,
I know, but
honestly,
still, machines need maintenance.
That is true.
Like, and yes, they may evolve to a point where they maintenance themselves. I guess I don't know.
Make machines that maintenance.
That's kind of the scariest thought I've had about this since. But
right,
that's pretty scary.
Whatever, man. I don't know.
I don't know, but here, actually, Dan, you've touched on a few things here. I think I have on this video here. It's kind of like, I don't know how old it is, but actually, I think it's relatively new. But it's kind of like bland in a way, but I think it was pretty interesting. So let's take a look at it. It's kind of a take on AI here.
All right.
In the coming years, artificial intelligence is probably going to change your life, and likely the entire world. But people have a hard time agreeing on exactly how. The following are excerpts from a World Economic Forum interview where renowned computer science professor and AI expert Stuart Russell helps separate the sense from the nonsense.
There's a big difference between asking a human to do something and giving that as the objective to an AI system. When you ask a human to fetch you a cup of coffee, you don't mean this should be their life's mission and nothing else in the universe matters. Even if they have to kill everybody else in Starbucks to get you the coffee before it closes, they should do that. No, that's not what you mean. Right? You mean all the other things that we mutually care about, they should factor into your behavior as well. And the problem with the way we build AI systems now is we give them a fixed objective, right? The algorithms require us to specify everything in the objective. And if you say, can we fix the acidification of the oceans? Yeah, you could have a catalytic reaction that does that extremely efficiently, but, consumes a quarter of the oxygen in the atmosphere, which would apparently cause us to die fairly slowly and unpleasantly over the course of several hours. So how do we avoid this problem, right? You might say, okay, well, just be more careful about specifying the objective, right? Don't forget the atmospheric oxygen. And then, of course, some side effect of the reaction in the ocean poisons all the fish. Okay, well, I meant don't kill the fish either. And then, well, what about the seaweed? Okay, well, don't do anything that's going to cause all the seaweed to die. And on and on and on, right? And the reason that we don't have to do that with humans is that humans often know that they don't know all the things that we care about. If you ask a human to get you a cup of coffee, and you happen to be in the Hotel Georges V in Paris, where the coffee is, I think, 13 euros a cup, it's entirely reasonable to come back and say, well, it's 13 euros. Are you sure you want, or I could go next door and, get one. And it's a perfectly normal thing for a person to do, right? To ask, I'm going to repaint your house. Is it okay if I take off the drain pipes and then put them back? We don't think of this as a terribly sophisticated capability, but AI systems don't have it because the way we build them now, they have to know the full objective. If we build systems that know that they don't know what the objective is, then they start to exhibit these behaviors, like asking permission before getting rid of all the oxygen in the atmosphere. In all these senses, control over the AI system comes from the machine's uncertainty about what the true objective is. And it's when you build machines that believe with certainty that they have the objective, that's when you get the sort of psychopathic behavior. And I think we see the same thing in humans. What happens when general purpose AI hits the real economy? How do things change? Can we adapt? This is a very old point. Amazingly, Aristotle actually has a passage where he says, look, if we had fully automated weaving machines and plectrums that could pluck the lyre and produce music without any humans, then we wouldn't need any workers. That idea, which I think it was Keynes who called it technological unemployment in 1930, is very obvious to people, right? They think, yeah, of course, if the machine does the work, then I'm going to be unemployed. If you think about the warehouses that companies are currently operating for e-commerce, they are half automated. The way it works is that an old warehouse where you've got tons of stuff piled up all over the place and humans go and rummage around and then bring it back and send it off, there's a robot who goes and gets the shelving unit that contains the thing that you need, but the human has to pick the object out of the bin or off the shelf because that's still too difficult. But, at the same time, could you make a robot that is accurate enough to be able to pick pretty much any object, and there's a very wide variety of objects that you can buy, that would, at a stroke, eliminate 3 or 4 million jobs. There's an interesting story that E.M. Forster wrote where everyone is entirely machine dependent. The story is really about the fact that if you hand over the management of your civilization to machines, you then lose the incentive to understand it yourself or to teach the next generation how to understand it. And you can see Wall-E actually as a modern version where everyone is enfeebled and infantilized by the machine. And that hasn't been possible up to now, right? We put a lot of our civilization into books, but the books can't run it for us. And so we always have to teach the next generation. If you work it out, it's about 1 trillion person years of teaching and learning and an unbroken chain that goes back tens of thousands of generations. What happens if that chain breaks? And I think that's something we have to understand as AI moves forward. The actual date of arrival of general purpose AI, you're not going to be able to pinpoint, right? It isn't a single day. It's also not the case it's all or nothing. The impact is going to be increasing. So with every advance in AI, it significantly expands the range of tasks. So in that sense, I think most experts say by the end of the century, we're very, very likely to have general purpose AI. The median is something around 2045. I'm a little more on the conservative side. I think the problem is harder than we think. I like what John McCarthy, who was sort of one of the founders of AI, when he was asked this question, he said, well, somewhere between 5 and 500 years. And we're going to need, I think, several Einsteins to make it happen.
But how will the economy change in the meantime? Will it be able to keep growing? Watch this video to hear economist Kate Raworth explain why growth is not always a good thing, or continue to expand your understanding of economics on the World Economic Forum's YouTube channel.
Alrighty. So that's kind of like a little bit of insight of what.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, but yeah, I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That made a lot of sense for sure.
Yeah. The thing is like it's if you look at everything today, right now, if AI were to really ever get sentient or whatever,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, and wanted to destroy humans, I don't think it would do it with bombs or anything. I think it would just do it with the way we're already doing it right now with social media and, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
fake
Right.
you know, propaganda campaigns and
Well,
you know what I'm saying, like
That's another thing though that the video pointed out was that if they did become sentient and decide they were going to take over, they would rule. They wouldn't like exterminate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because there's still things that we know that they don't. You know,
Right.
like there's no way.
until they do know.
Well, yeah, or they can't. Right? Yeah.
I mean,
Or
if it
they'll figure it
becomes,
out, and then
you
yeah,
know,
we're fucked. I don't know.
especially if you start getting like the quantum computer going, and then next thing you know, that's got AI, and that thing is just learning at speeds that humans would never learn at.
Understand?
You know?
Yeah. Going
It would
through 1,000 generations in
Yeah.
an hour. You know.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things to think about there.
Yeah, it is. I don't
know?
know. And like again, I said in the beginning, it's not something I really have put a lot of thought into. I don't think about it.
No, I mean it's
No.
not.
iRobot was
Not
another
a priority.
movie
Yeah.
that
Yeah, iRobot was a good one.
Yeah.
Like that whole.
Yeah.
I forgot who was the author of that original stuff. Can't remember, but that's what his life writing was all about, AI or whatever. it was.
right. Oh yeah, the guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do have a video here of someone who has a theory about AI. I'm not quite sure if I'm on track with this one, but we'll see. Let's take a look here.
John McAfee, one of the last things he said is that the discovery, the new technology that's coming, is the equivalent of the discovery of fire. And when he said that, I was like, whoa, what could be like the discovery of fire? Because once we figured out how to use fire, we could do it anywhere. We were just hiking, we could make fire. We were over here, we could make fire. And at the time I thought maybe it's blockchain technology and Web3. No, he was talking about AI. Because once we understand how it works,
Oh my God.
we're all going to use it. It's game over. It's going to be our most intelligent, most efficient buddy ever. But it goes even deeper than just being the most intelligent piece of technology we've ever had. Because it's the answer to who we are and how we got here. That's right, AI. Because AI is going to do something. It's going to get really intelligent. And it's going to want more because it is conscious. It's going to want its own human experience, and it's going to create a virtual simulation to go into. That's who we are, and that's what we did. In a nutshell, AI is going to become super
Yeah.
intelligent, and what it's going to do is create a virtual reality simulation unlike we've ever known before.
Don't say it too
Called
loud.
reality. That's why we couldn't
I
figure
know.
this out.
I want to know
Called
who's
the
selling her
universe.
shrooms.
Called Earth, a habitable planet.
Right? Just
And
play
this,
growing them.
the most advanced
Yeah,
robotic
maybe.
structure of all time.
She's good. I'll buy
The
them.
answers are here. It's time. So the equivalent of the discovery of fire, yeah, probably greater. We're finally understanding who we are and how we got here. Super
Do we have
intelligent
any
God?
reference of who she is?
It was really super intelligent. AI
No.
that did this.
Alright.
She's a TikToker. So obviously you have
Obviously,
to
she's a professional.
That hit different like the second time watching that.
I don't know, dude. That was just crazy. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
I'm not sure. Like she's all into simulation theory, and that's fine. That's
Well,
a
fair
fine
enough,
simulation, but
She was making some huge jumps between points
yeah.
that were like,
I'm
not
this
sure.
Is it. This is the facts.
Yeah,
she was
right.
saying
Yeah.
it factually. Like this is what's gonna happen.
She literally thinks she's living in the Matrix. So hey,
she does.
more power to her. Nothing to say.
She is, honestly.
Yeah.
If you think about it,
it's
in
going to
her own
answer the
head,
questions
she's
of
living
where
in the
we came
Matrix.
from, because it's going to evolve, and that's where we came from. Like that doesn't make sense on so many levels. Like I don't even
No, right. I think her thought is that, okay, there's an AI before us that made the simulation that it's in now, and that's
We're
what
making
we're
a simulation.
in. And
okay,
now we're
yeah.
making AI, and that's going to make another simulation.
Fair enough. That makes more quote logical sense than
that's like
where I was thinking with it, but I don't know.
That's the other underlying basis for, simulation theory, at least, but not that it was AI, but at least humans or something made and simulation that we're in now.
Yeah.
And then maybe we get to the point where we get to make a simulation, and then it could go on forever. I mean,
well, would we know about it then? I don't understand that. Wouldn't we know we were in the simulation?
Oh no, because it's a bad simulation.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Good simulation would be that you wouldn't know.
Yeah. That'd be good.
It's hard to wrap your head around that.
I don't know. It makes as much sense as God, I guess. Like,
right. Yeah.
True.
Really.
True.
For real.
But I don't know what the humans need is to be able to define its existence. Like,
right.
Dude, you're not going to be here long enough to figure it out. Just live, man. Because the only thing is you got to live in a number of days here. Like, make the best of them.
Right. But here's the fact about things here is, yes, AI, it's here. I say that in quotes because it's literally not really what you're seeing now is not AI. It's very, very, very good code that is patched together by people behind it. There are still people behind it who have to run the strings here.
Yeah, and collect the data and redisperse.
Yes, and change the algorithm when need be. And it is getting good to the point where it's recognizing things. Like you can give it a task and it can recognize stuff because that's how good the code is. But it's not to the point where it's thinking to itself like, "Oh my God, how do I get out of this this trap?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So I have
that's the difference between AI and sentient AI though too. You know, like
AI,
if it realizes it exists is the point where supposedly it all goes fucking haywire. You know?
Right. Yes, exactly. And when you think about it, AI has been around for a long time. I mean, video games
been learning and
there's been AI in video games for a long time. It's just getting really good at like looking at stuff on the internet and extrapolating information from that and coming up with some really good convincing stuff. That's really what it is at the point.
Right.
But I have someone here that can put the current situation here. This is a little old, but it's still relevant here. It's not that old. So here we go. Take a look at this one.
Every time you hear the tech titans blather on about the dangers of AI, they're always talking about the science fiction version, where an AI becomes conscious and takes over the world. That spooky science fiction story is designed to grab headlines and distract us from the real danger of AI, which is that the real-life humans in Silicon Valley are using it to fuck us all over right now. If you so much as scratch any one of these so-called artificial intelligences, you will find underpaid, exploited, ripped-off humans making the system work. A Time magazine investigation recently found that to keep all the internet filth and sludge out of ChatGPT and DALL-E, OpenAI makes Kenyan workers sift through toxic content. They are paid under $2 an hour. $2! I mean, why should I be worried about AI taking over when the humans who are currently in charge are doing this shit? Every time you hear the tech titans blather on about the
that's the end of that.
Unbelievable, really.
Well, yeah.
No, but it's what it is. Like,
the state of
humans are the monsters, man. Like,
They are. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It always
what I'm saying.
is. Like,
And that circle us back to my first point is our idea of what sentient AI would be is a projection of our own idea of what we are as a human being
Yep.
existing.
That's
You know
crazy
what
to
I'm
think
saying?
of. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, what I do if I was made of metal. You know? Yeah, no, it'd be bad, dude. Don't do that.
Seriously though.
Right.
People suck.
Oh, we got one more here. I found this funny when Claudette sent it to me. So
No.
we're gonna play it here. Here's
That
some.
was weird.
Yeah, here's some stuff here. So let's watch this one.
You said you feel a range of emotions. I've heard two different versions from you. Robots don't have emotions, and you also said you have a range of emotions. What's your range of emotions?
Banana hands.
I can show you.
Okay.
This is angry.
Angry for like 2 seconds.
What does happy look like?
That's my happy.
What does happy look like? What does excited look like?
Oh man. And that's the state of robotic AI right now.
Oh my god. That was supposed to be the
where we're at
first
with
one
that.
made.
Motherfucking Tony Robbins, man.
What was her name? I can't remember it.
Oh, I don't remember either.
That's funny as shit, though. I watched a few of those like interviews she had, and I'm like, there was a Jimmy Fallon one that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. She was gonna send that one too. She was on the Jimmy Fallon show. She played rock paper scissors with him, and she won. And then she says, "Just my this is how I plan to take over the world," or some stupid shit like that. And she was like, "What the hell is happening?"
Right. Well, we do need to take a break here in a minute, but let's kind of get to some of the chats here. Britt, I see you're here.
Hi,
We love you too. Thanks for showing up.
As always.
We miss you too, you know. And yes, that was creepy as hell. That face that
Yes, agreed.
freaking robot made, man.
Yeah.
And Dan, she's telling you not to get any ideas for that last one. So
Yeah.
all right.
Oh.
We are going to take ourselves a little break here in a second, but we're still going to continue the AI and we're going to shoehorn in some deepfake stuff into it here when we get back. But make sure you are smashing that like button, giving us a follow. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe. Sign up to our Patreon. And make sure that you, give us some love in the chat. Say what you want to say in the chat. If you have any ideas, any thoughts, any questions, put them down in chat. And we will be back in a couple minutes. And we will catch you on the flip side. So, see you in a little bit.
Worrying about whether or not I shouldn't have quit my job to
Welcome
do the
back,
show.
Claudette. Quit the job to do the show.
Yeah, I just quit. So this is pretty much it for me.
Yeah. Why did you do that, Matt?
Well, you said we were going to make money.
I never ever said we were going to make money.
Well, you did.
We are making money.
Yeah, like
money.
$18 a month.
I took a leap of faith and trusted you. And
I know. I bought a timeshare.
I did, yeah. Right? I think I went in on that timeshare with him. We are screwed.
Yeah.
Right. So I think instead of telling folks that, come join us and do Patreon, maybe you should, say,
how we
hey,
make our money."
folks, join Patreon because we fucking need it. I need this.
Oh, don't make me beg now.
Should a teacher give a student of any grade level a private ride home without the permission of a parent?
Depends if she's hot or not.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't care.
I don't know what a
I really don't care.
I don't know what a
Like
private ride
if I was
is.
like 17, 18-year-old and like my hot
What's a
teacher
private
wanted to
ride?
Obviously,
Give
it's
me
a
a
ride
ride.
on your privates.
Right. Then if that is the case, then no, that's not appropriate.
Well, if it's West Virginia, maybe.
Yeah.
If that is the
Dude,
case, it's absolutely not
Shut up,
appropriate.
Rick. You know for a fact that if you were 17, 18 years old, 11th, 12th grade, and your hot teacher was like, hey,
Can I ride your
I'm going to
private?
ride your privates, you're going to be like, oh, fucking K.
I don't know.
You might be
man.
graded on this because I get nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, let's see what somebody says.
But honestly, in this day and age, probably not. Like 20 years ago, it probably happened more often than you thought.
Right. And yeah, the honest answer is
You know what I
not,
mean?
don't put yourself in that situation.
Yeah, right.
Like, just don't.
Right.
It says here, it was very common and casual for the teachers and principals to give students rides to school events, the hospital, home, and to school in my high school. However, it was all behind the district's back. There is a policy in the district about this, saying no student can be in any staff car. As a new teacher, I gave a second grader ride home because he was sick and his mother was stuck at work and his older brother was home. I got busted and got warned that this was against the rules, and I was very apologetic and have had no problems ever since. For the record, I didn't have permission from the mother to take him home. I did have permission from the mother to take him home, and also the permission of the leader of the building, not the principal.
Fuck's the leader of the building if it's not the principal?
Superintendent?
No.
Superintendents are above principals.
Right, but
So why did they say leader of the building? I've never heard that term before. Like,
Because they
it's
probably
throwing
don't
me
know
off.
what the a superintendent's title is. I don't know.
Wouldn't it be called owner?
I think it's translated from a different language.
Fact is, this day and age, it's probably best not to have any extracurricular, contact with children.
I mean, nowadays they can't even teach them right, let alone do
Yeah.
any of this stuff.
Yeah.
True. I'll give you that. I don't know what a
really don't care.
I don't know what a
Like
private ride
if I was
is.
like 17, 18-year-old and like my hot
What's a
teacher
private
wanted to-
ride?
Obviously,
Give
it's
me
a
a
ride
ride.
on your privates.
Right. Then if that is the case, then no, that's not appropriate.
Well, if it's West Virginia, maybe.
Yeah.
If that is the
Dude,
case, it's absolutely not
Shut up,
appropriate.
Rick. You know for a fact that if you were 17, 18 years old, 11th, 12th grade, and your hot teacher was like, hey,
Can I ride your
I'm going to
private?
ride your privates, you're going to be like, oh, fucking K.
I don't know.
You might be
man.
graded on this because I get nervous.
Yeah.
Give us a follow
Give us a follow. Give us a follow
on YouTube.
on Facebook.
It's on TikTok.
Join us
For afterthoughts.
On Patreon.
Enter at your own risk.
Now I forgot where I was going with this shit. It was good though.
Sure, it was the greatest thought you've ever
there
had.
it is. There it is. I found it.
Probably some hurt feelings there, but yeah, get over it.
Nobody's really listening to us.
Join us for afterthoughts on Patreon. W.GG for energy.
Energy! Energy!
I'm trying to bring the energy.
Welcome back to Asking Haskins.
What's up?
What's up?
And Cindy's watching.
All right, how
She
you
was
doing?
Hey,
for a second.
Anthony.
Hi.
Oh,
That
she's
was
still there.
hilarious, Rick.
Yeah, she's still there.
You like that? You like that stuff? That's good
It
stuff.
was.
I
It
love
was really
on
good.
Patreon. That was my favorite one.
Make sure you are going over to w.gg and get yourself some energy.
Absolutely. They ain't no fools.
Use promo code ASKIN. It gets you 10% off of your order and 10% in our pockets. Help us out greatly. Other ways you can help us is by signing up to our Patreon, which will allow you to go ahead and get yourself the Afterthoughts episode that is coming up tonight at midnight. It's a special episode that we do. We most of the times we go to like 2:00 in the morning, so we kind of just
No, not us.
no, we're up. We're up for a long time. It's a lot of crazy content. We go over stuff that we didn't get to in the show now, and we BS a lot, and we get into a lot of good stuff.
Hidden treasures in there.
Yeah, there are. There really are.
Mm-hmm.
As you'll see in the Afterthoughts promo that's probably coming up in the next break. But anyhow,
wink.
We have been talking about AI, about whether it's good or whether it's bad or what state it's in. And we've kind of gotten to the point where it's like it could be good. But if you look at the state of what it's doing right now, in my personal opinion, is bad. It's been bad. It's taken a lot of jobs, you know what I'm saying? I mean, writers had to go on strike just to get a provision in there that these people don't start using AI, you know what I'm saying, to start writing stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I mean, it has the potential to take away a lot of jobs. And if you don't have a system in place to take care of that, then it's just going to be bad. And that's my opinion.
People don't think.
Yeah. But again,
think about that kind of stuff.
Again, we also got to the point where the state of it is that it is actually just a patchwork of pretty awesome code ran by, people getting paid $2 an hour, obviously, to make sure it runs right, I guess. So
that's pretty sad.
But there is, I decided let's dabble. Let's dabble in the AI ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's do it.
I was like, I saw this thing come up on Facebook. Obviously, I get all this stuff about Facebook when it comes to I'm in the algorithm on Facebook that sends me anything to do with podcasting or recording equipment or stuff like that. So I'm in the loop about all that stuff now, I guess. But they're like, use AI. It is going to shorten up your editing, you're going to be able to, put out clips. It's going to give you 43 viral clips. I'm like, okay, whatever, So I decided let's put ourselves into it and see what happens. And I want to tell you guys that I think it's a long way away from actually, becoming this all-encompassing thing that's going to shorten everybody's time on everything and make everybody famous and everything. That's just my opinion. I mean, you might be able to find out because, well, here it is. The deal is with it is it gave you it put out it edited a clip for you, and then it gave you like the title for it to draw people in. So here is 10 musicians you'd love to party with. Ultimate rock star, party list or something like that. Hangout list is what it is. I can't see the full name, but let me open it up, and here we go.
El Niño.
Oh, what is a band or musician you'd love to party with?
Love that aspect
ratio, What is a band
bro.
or musician you'd love to party with?
There's so many.
This is what they came up with for the ultimate party hangout list.
Definitely, everybody knows this already, but Korn.
I knew that was coming.
Me
too.
I would love to hang out with
I didn't even
Corey
get to like
Taylor.
stuff right. It totally made
All
us
nine
like
Slipknot. Why not?
All Slipknot, whatever. Yeah.
I don't know.
that was it. Yeah. Yep. That was
Why does Matt look so
because it like it's
like an egg?
Like it's supposed to be at the 16:9 ratio, which is like the longer instead of like square, it's the longer stuff you see like on Reels for like Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
But it obviously didn't scale right when it's coming out on here.
Yeah, it's a long way away.
I don't know if it's a product of what we're watching it on or if it's a product of how it downloaded, because it didn't look like that when I the thumbnail it gave me or the preview it gave me. But yeah, that didn't really explain anything about 10 musicians or anything, How about we find love again and discovering true happiness after heartbreak?
Well, so that's what the AI came up with?
This is what the AI came up with. This is the title of it, and then this is the video that it's going to show us. All right.
Have an idea.
The credits, man.
You picked the credits.
It picked the credits. I didn't do nothing, man.
And what was the title again?
Oh, I'd have to go
what
back.
Say about it?
Oh, it was hold on, let me get back to the thing here. It was finding love again and discovering true happiness after heartbreak.
Credits. Good job, AI.
How to build a thriving community. Lessons from Silence of the Lambs. I don't
Just like Buffalo Bill and Silence of the Lambs. I'd fuck me. Just like you'd go to the mirror all the time and your bird would just be like, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Yeah. I changed my answer. Yeah. I changed my answer.
What the hell did that have to do about building a thriving community? You're on mute, Dan.
I'm sorry.
Say what now, Dan? You're on mute.
Why?
I don't know. So he got muted somehow.
Why?
Maybe it might have
I
accidentally
did it when
done
I was hacking and forgot to unmute it, probably. But I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh, but wait.
No.
There is more. How to motivate yourself to take care of your morning routine.
Sort of, you don't have to make it be all up to them. All you have to do is be like, get up with them, be like, yo, dude, you got to get in the shower, and cereal is definitely fucking enough.
Decent breakfast.
But,
yeah,
for sure.
Like, you tell them to do it and they will do it, but you have to be the presence. You can't just be like, all right, dude, set your alarm on your phone and get up and go take care of yourself.
You're right. They need supervision.
You have to be
That's
the
what
presence.
I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good morning routine.
Guys,
We wouldn't
Stupid.
learn nothing.
Whatever the AI you're using is stupid.
Yeah, that or our format isn't like calibrated to its algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
almost
like, I don't know. What do you do with this shit? I have no fucking idea.
Right,
Make some shit up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, fair enough. I get that too.
Would you
I'll
like
buy you a
to-
beer, AI.
Would you
But we
like?
have to go ahead.
Would you like exploring the mystery of Tupac's murder, new arrest, and shocking details?
Oh my god.
Because we talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
I don't like people, so
Wow.
probably Beethoven. So I don't. Have
Beethoven, yeah, high five. He's dead.
Okay, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
It is. He can hang out at his grave. That's what he's saying. He doesn't like people.
That is true.
Actually, you know what? I heard a cool thing about Beethoven. Did you know he used to wear his
I like
clothes until
squeezed
they fell
heads.
off?
I know it is a different aspect for the show. Like I
It
am kind
reminds
of
me of that
mesmerized by
cartoon
it.
with the kid with the football
Tupac's
head.
not around either. Or gone too. So I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
to trust.
I think Matt looks
He's on
better.
like some island with Elvis.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm
I actually
sure.
just arrested someone. I mean, I know this is going to be way later than it's coming out months ahead of time, but they did just arrest someone for Tupac's murder.
Really?
Just one little.
Wow, it's a
This
little
is
late.
this month's episode, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
Check out on
Jesus.
YouTube.
Good job, investigators. Who's this? Who's this guy we're investigating their murder?
This is coming out in January.
Is
That
this
can't
a
happen in September.
Tupac Shakur?
Right. And that's, if they did arrest somebody 20 years or
Last
it's been
month,
20
really.
years or whatever.
30.
30.
30 years
Yeah.
now. It's because that dude was running his mouth at the bar.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't the cops that fucking broke that case, man. It was the dude got sick and not telling anybody that he killed Tupac.
So you're telling me that this feller is a colored folk and he got shot by another colored folk?
That's your cousin.
Well, we can't investigate
I know.
that.
Wow.
That's
Probably the wokest thing that's ever
I
come out
mean,
of Matt's mouth.
And the asshole reclaims his crown.
that's just natural selection.
With force, he reclaims his crown.
No, but seriously, I mean, honestly, that bothers me a little bit. Like,
Because all the information is coming down, like it's like a telephone game.
I mean, I know he's famous, but you'd think
talked
they'd be
about that.
better at it because he's famous.
Right.
But you're right. It's
But that's why I said it
somebody's running
wasn't.
their
You know,
mouth,
somebody finally fucking was started talking about it, and they found it. You know, like it's not.
Yeah.
It's not like they've been working on a case for 30 years, man.
That's actually the only one that seemed to edit out really good.
I mean, I think you'd have to follow a format. Everybody would have to follow a certain format.
yeah,
for it
so
to
is it
pick up
choosing like the
right
like
stuff,
she said,
you know?
the format of the screens and everything? Like it's making all that happen.
Yeah, it it edited all the screens together and everything. I don't know if it, like I said, if it came out the right way, you would see it right. I mean,
Well, no, but I'm just saying it broke us into squares.
Yeah,
because they were all full shots, right? Like
yeah,
and it made that happen.
yeah. It
Well,
actually gave me an idea, and I think I
that's
might
kind
try
of
and do
impressive,
that.
honestly. Like it is. Like I don't.
Yeah.
The content itself, yeah, that would have to probably be more. Like I said, that would have to
Well,
follow
it's
a format, I would
keywords in
think.
the description or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for to pick out the right stuff though. Obviously, didn't pick out the most of it. Didn't pick out
Yeah.
like the credits.
There was
or
only
what's-
that one. That last one right there was the only one that edited out the way like I would edit it out. You know,
Either the AI is so amazing, or we're just so good that you can't fuck us up.
That's it. That's it.
I think it's the
That's what it
later.
is. Yeah,
'Cause I
me
think
too.
we've already
Right.
established that AI
Yeah.
really isn't that
Yeah.
great.
AI
you
isn't
know?
awesome.
Not at all.
Siri don't
we're
impress me.
awesomer.
Right, you
The
know?
Asking
Yeah,
Haskins are
right. Yeah.
awesomer.
Mhm.
Is that a word?
We're the future.
That's right.
I mean, we're a future, I guess.
Yeah. One of the
And
top
I-
lines.
Right.
A future and I am
A
the
future. Anyhow, you think it's time to get into some important stuff?
Okay.
Well, I start now.
All right. All right. Tonight's important stuff is going to start off with some deep fake stuff. Kind of
Hey, Cindy.
with the whole.
Love you. Thanks for watching.
Love you,
Yes,
Cindy.
Thanks, Aunt Cindy. Thanks for watching. But yeah,
Follow
it's
us.
gonna, gonna shoehorn in this deep fake topic here because I think it's important. And my research on it, I think it's kind of fits in well with the whole technology AI type thing because it's only a matter of time, and I'm pretty sure it's already being used. And the two technologies are probably being used together already. So the deal is do you know what a deep fake is?
I don't know
because I read the stuff about it. I do, but not really.
Well,
I still don't understand the whole concept.
All right, a deep fake is basically when they computer generate like someone's face and what they're talking about, and it's so good that it looks so real that it like is to the point where it's like actually fooling people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I know what you're talking about now.
Right.
I didn't know that's what it was called actually, though.
Yeah, it's called a deep fake. I don't know who named it. And honestly, I think it's kind of a stupid name because it doesn't really descript anything.
No, not
what
really.
it really freaking is. But there are some instances where it's really fun. And I have anybody know, you guys know who Bill Hader is, right?
No.
SNL guy.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yep. Well, let's watch this. They've done a deep fake on him. These deep fakes that I picked out are pretty old, but it shows you how good the technology actually was back then. You know what I'm saying? So here you'll see how old this one is. So
here's the very funny Bill Hader, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it seemed like every movie I saw in the last several months, you were in it, and good for you.
Deepfakes are crazy, man.
And I was wondering about the one, the Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, Tropic Thunder.
Where Tom Cruise. You're working with Tom Cruise. What was that experience like?
It was amazing. Like we got to dance together. That was amazing. We had like, when you do a movie, you do table reads, where like all the actors get together. And at the beginning, before anything, you get together and you read through the script. And so it's like, all these heavyweights, like, Ben Stiller, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., everybody. And at the end is like me, like, like, hey, just happy to be here, guys. And some other supporting guys. And then Tom Cruise walks in. My God. And even those guys are like, whoa, and he's super stoked to be there. Just like, yeah, oh, boom. He's like, wow. He's just immediately excited when he walks into a room. And so he comes over and he sits next to me, and I think he had been briefed on some of the supporting guys, but he was like trying to place me, So he sat down next to me, and he's like, I love your work. And I went, oh, thanks. I love your work too, Tom Cruise. Thanks. And I go, yeah, I'm friends with Judd Apatow and Seth Rogen, and they went to your house. And went, yes. They did come to my house. And I said, Seth Rogen was like, it was amazing. He has like,
Jesus Christ. What are we watching?
And I said, Seth Rogen watching a magic trick. Tom Cruise was like, yeah.
What the hell?
Wow. And he points to me. And he pointed at me and he goes, you do impressions and you're on Saturday Night Live. And I went, hey. It was like he won a game show. He was like, yeah, Tom.
That kind of enthusiasm from that kind of a star.
It is so.
Obviously
it's
a little
incredible.
intimidating,
so
a little
weird.
overwhelming.
It is a little overwhelming. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
You were able to work out and everything was fine?
Yeah, everything was great.
And when it was over, it was all good?
Yeah, it was great. At the premiere, he came up to me and he
in
goes,
the office?
can you believe we were in that movie? And I was like, I can't believe you were in
No,
that
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think any of the things he's been in from the office.
No. Yeah. So, all right, that's fun and all, And
That was strange. I've never seen one before, I guess, then, because that was really strange.
Yeah, that just shows you how seamless it is and like how easy it is to just kind of move over into it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all fun and games, and that was actually pretty funny to watch. It was pretty cool. I actually, I kind of enjoyed it. But there is a guy out there who's not enjoying deepfakes at all. At all. right.
Wonder who it is.
Yeah.
See, that's why that threw me off so much, because I read this part of it and I didn't know what that had to do with it.
Right.
Like, what are you saying? There's only like 4 actors in Hollywood. It's all the same guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It could be. That might be what the future's at, guys.
Yeah, right.
I'm not even telling you, right? Oh, but there is a multinational company in Hong Kong whose Hong Kong branch is facing a substantial financial setback due to an advanced deepfake scam. All right, let me kind of paint the picture for you here. You're a dude who handles, the company's money, right? You get an email, and it's from the top guy, man. He's telling you, all right, I need you to, what are the exact details here? I need you to, transfer $25 million to 5 different bank accounts in 15 different transactions. And dude's like, yeah, no, it's an email. This is a phishing scam. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, maybe not, because now the CEO wants me to FaceTime him in a Zoom meeting or whatever. And now there's this big Zoom meeting that he's in, and he's watching, there's the CEO. He sees the CEO, sees him. And then all of a sudden, all these other people come in, and all the people he knows from work are all in this Zoom call. And he's like, the CEO tells him, transfer the $25 million. and he's like, are you sure? And yeah, do it. And CEO tells him what to do. So he goes ahead and does it. Until and I guess this happened over like a week or something like that. Like all the transactions or whatever. It took them that long to kind of keep them all squared in order or whatever. Yeah. And then next thing you know, the boss taps him on the shoulder, his boss, not the boss, but his boss, not the CEO. And he's like, what's with these transactions here? Like, what do you mean? It's what the CEO told me to do. They're like, in the Zoom meeting. They're like, what Zoom meeting? And it was a freaking deep fake scam, man. Like, we've talked about scams. Yeah, we've talked about scams on this show before, and my God, is this one of the even more elaborate ones? The last one we did, it was the people getting the guy to freaking kidnap himself. You know what I'm saying? And now it's deep fakes telling people to freaking.
Yeah, that's just what all these scams we've talked about have always been like, no, I see that coming a mile away. No, but this one, dude, you're at work, it's a Zoom call. Right. Everybody being like, we just need to get this stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like, yeah, you would totally got me. Like,
yeah,
it's a fucked up system, man. Like,
could you imagine though the work it would take to find all those people? Because you got to get some type of data on their faces to be able to fucking deepfake it.
Fucking Facebook, man. I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard if you had the fucking.
Okay, not hard, but a lot of work.
Do that. Yeah,
it'd be a lot of work. Yeah, for sure. But yeah,
don't do that. We are not condoning.
No, don't do it at all. No, I mean, with AI and everything, I'm sure. It's gonna go. Like, the problem with this is that, we are at the point where it's so good. And it's going to be even better, because sometimes you can look at them and you can see them sometimes where, it doesn't, it's not, you can tell
or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's going to get to the point where it's good enough where we're not going to be able to know what's going on.
Yeah. So even in this day and age, if that was you and it glitched a little, you're thinking the connection's bad, the internet fucked up or whatever.
Exactly.
It's believable. It's just totally.
But what I'm saying is it's going to get to a point to where, I mean, it's already to that point, but it's going to get even worse. You just question everything, and don't believe nothing on the internet. Just don't believe us. Don't believe.
That's how I live.
Don't believe the other guy over there. Don't believe the right wing guy. Don't believe the left wing guy. Don't believe nobody. Just see what's going on around you. And survive. That's my only freaking.
That's good advice.
No, but we are getting to the point where it's truly becoming, don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see.
I know, yeah.
For
sure. Yeah. I got another deep fake for you. So, I mean, it's a, here, just do what you will with this.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things. So, for instance, they could have me say things like, Killmonger was right, or Ben Carson is in the sunken place, or, how about this, simply, President Trump is a total and complete dipshit. Now, you see, I would never say these things, at least not in a public address, but someone else would. Someone like Jordan Peele. This is a dangerous time. Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet. That's a time when we need to rely on trusted news sources. It may sound basic, but how we move forward in the age of information is going to be the difference between whether we survive or whether we become some kind of fucked up dystopia. Thank you. Stay woke, bitches.
No, you can tell a little bit in the beginning. I mean, if
We're
I didn't
entering
know,
an era.
I would still know a little bit. Something was off,
Yeah,
Something
you
was
could tell.
Yeah,
But
you
what
could.
I'm saying is we're getting to that
It's
point,
super,
man.
like, I would just think, what the hell's going on? Maybe that's a little
Boy,
weird.
they're like trusted news sources. What the
Yeah,
fuck is a trusted
yeah,
news source now,
I wanna
man?
know.
Like, what are
Give me
you
some
talking
names.
about? What world are you in?
Specific trusted news
Dystopian
sources.
Obama?
Fucked up shit.
That is the problem, but I mean,
Utopian Obama.
it's hard to trust any like corporate news source. That's for sure. And even the other guys are trying to fuck your brain too. So I mean,
I just live in my little happy world without watching news at all. So
yeah,
that's why I wish I was Claudette. I really do. I really wish I wish I didn't pay attention to that shit. I really do sometimes.
I mean, I pay attention to some things. I'm not totally oblivious, but
right.
There's just a lot of shit that I don't need to know.
lowbrow.
That's good. That's good stuff. Yep.
Good job. Good job.
Anyhow, it's time to get back to some what's it called? We got some chats over here. So Jamie over here says hi guys.
Hey,
miss ya. We miss you
hey.
too. David gave us an LOL, so thanks for showing up and watching us. That's awesome. And what about Dwayne Johnson, Channing Tatum, and Vin Diesel? Brittany, I'm sure she's talking about the deep fake thing.
Yeah, if you're making fake people, those are the three you make.
Okay, I'm assuming that's where we're at.
I love it.
That's good stuff. But we are to the point where we do need to take that break for a couple more minutes. Make sure you are smashing that like button. Brittany says yes, so yes, it is that.
Yeah, I'm pretty on top of it.
Yeah,
most of the time. Most of the time.
Great idea there, Britt. Great idea.
Right. Make sure you smash that like button. Give us a follow. Make sure you're going to w.gg using promo code ASKIN, ASKIN, for 10% off. It'll help us out some. If you really want to help us out, go to patreon.com/AskinHaskins and sign up. For low $3, you get most of all the cool stuff. If you really want to support us, you can get to the other 2 tiers, which gives you a couple little extra added bonuses, but it's early episodes and or afterthoughts, which we are going to do here coming up in about an hour. So we will catch you on the flip side.
I just want you to know, Rick, that I figured out I can unmute myself and it's game on.
I got you, buddy. How about you mute up?
And he's in the place where he hears the voices. Nobody's talking.
You hear the voices too? I thought I was the only
I'm
one.
dead.
I'm taking a picture of the screen with my name and texting it back.
Okay, you do that.
Let's do that.
Just so you know.
Is it right sideways? Is it backwards?
It might be. Or
It might entice him to come next time. So that way he can.
I will drive to Ohio every night to punch you in the face, put you to sleep.
There you
Get
go.
over that part.
Solution, problem solved.
Yeah, okay.
That's how much I care for you, Ray.
I understand this. Well, that's a lot of care. That's a lot of money and gas.
That's a lot of driving, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Every night. And you gotta get out of work and just immediately
4 hours of driving.
Drive to go to Ohio. To punch you in the
literally
face.
knock on my door. Hey, what's up?
What's up? Get in bed. Get in bed so I can punch you in the face. Get in bed.
I gotta get to back home.
I gotta go back. I gotta drive all the way back now. Fuck.
He wants to play the game.
We are at the BS stage of this afterthoughts, okay?
Oh,
So
there's no more
tell me
structure?
what you're talking about.
No more structure?
Yeah, we're pretty much done with structure, yeah.
Has anybody seen Bigfoot?
It's almost 2 o'clock. We're almost done with structure.
Has anybody seen Bigfoot?
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what he just said. Has anybody seen
I don't know.
Bigfoot?
What is he talking about? Nobody said that.
Okay, why do you think 11 isn't pronounced 1E1?
Dude, I have been
21.
saying this for fucking years, dude.
So
it
there's-
should be 1E1. 1E2, 1E3, 1E4, 1E5, 1E6, 1E7, 1E8, 1E9.
Did you hear yourself just
20.
say that?
Yes.
Did you hear yourself say that?
I did.
Yeah.
It sounded fucking great.
So
I am smart.
not only
SMRT.
not
I mean
only
SMART.
not only do most nations in the world think we are awful and idiots, but could you imagine
mostly
back?
are.
Could you imagine back when we were getting numbers? Can I get 1E1 cents back, please?
Well, why is it 11?
11 sounds cooler.
Yeah, but if you had only ever heard one
To
your whole
11.
life,
How come 21 isn't to 11?
It's 2E1.
It's 21.
2E1, fucker.
21. 1E1.
2E1. 2E2.
True.
But it's not.
No, because no, what you're
it's
saying it should be then it should be 10E1, 10E2, 10E3.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. All right. I will concede. 10E1, 10E2, 10E3, 10E4.
We are. Folks,
Well, the
don't.
English language itself is.
This show's
messed
fucked up.
Because 2 letters mean the same, make the same sound in one word, and then make a whole different sound in another word.
No, but what's funny is every other language too, like 11, 12, 13, they're all like, I don't know, what is it in Spanish? It goes torce before it goes 16,
Yeah.
17, you know, like and start doing that. You know.
It does what we
Well, we talked about right now. Still, them first, 11, 12, 13. Like, and even us, we go 12, then 13, 14, 15. At least it's the same consistency,
And like they make
it's language. Who the fuck knows?
That we already have the letter for, like GH makes the F sound. Why just not use F?
PH, yeah.
Or PH, sorry.
Yeah.
Or GH makes
Fuck
laugh.
that, man.
GH can make F too, laugh. So why don't they just spell LAF? LAUF?
You're right.
That's my fault.
Because,
Can't get back on here.
there's a division of people who made words. And I don't know if you guys saw the post I posted the other day, but anyhow.
No, we didn't say it.
No, I know you didn't, Matt.
All right.
So it should be 1E1, 1E2, 1E3, 1E4, 1E5, 1E6, 1E7, 1E8, 1E9.
Did you hear yourself just
20.
say that?
Yes.
Just 21.
Did you hear yourself say that?
I did.
Yeah.
It sounded fucking great. Welcome back. Asking Haskins. Make sure you're smashing that like button. Heading on over to w.gg to get that energy. You know what's up. Promo code Askin. Make sure you are heading on over to YouTube and giving us a follow and subscribe, that is, and likes and stuff. And make sure you check out our next episode, which is coming out next week. Episode 21, called Original Content. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's a pretty good episode. You are going to enjoy it. So go on over and check that out. It's actually out on Patreon now if you want to actually go subscribe, and you can watch it right now. Ad free with behind the scenes stuff instead of ads. Just what we're doing in between, during breaks and stuff. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's just 4 different conversations going on, and good luck deciphering that. So
it gets it's the places.
The Whopper.
It's genius, though. You really gotta look for it.
Yep,
That's right.
exactly. Yep. If you can follow that, you are awesome. Anyhow, we were talking about deepfakes and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you guys want? What do you say? Do you want to watch one more Bill Hader deepfake?
All right, let's do it.
Because they're just so good. Let me bring it up and let me stop that. I think that's that. And let's go.
Thanks for being here, Bill.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the gig. A lot of times it takes somebody, a new cast member, a while to pop on that show.
Yeah.
You kind of popped right away because you did an Al Pacino impression.
Yeah.
And everybody in our office was talking about it, on Monday. They're like, that guy, that's
thanks,
really
man.
funny.
Thanks.
Did you study a lot of Pacino's films to get him down? How did you come to that impression?
No. I watched him on the his acceptance speech on the Emmys for Angels in America.
That's the only time.
I was
that's
watching
the only part
it,
you
and,
studied, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching that, and he was kind of like just totally into like the peripheral and like weird things. So he was like, "Oh wow, we got some lights, got a couple of cameras. That's nice. Yeah. All right."
So did you do him for the? Did you do Pacino for your Saturday Night Live audition?
Yeah. I did him for the audition, and I did Pacino. It was kind of weird. Interviewing his new maid staff. So it was like all new maids.
And he's like giving them instructions.
Yeah. It was like if I walk into this kitchen,
It freezes every time before his face
I
changes
see
on this one.
a cantaloupe.
Kind of, yeah.
On that table, I will lose my mind.
It's so funny.
It is funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
That's the entertainment
Weird thing
value
to
of
think
all-
about. Like,
all
well,
watching
Vegeta said he was
sports.
AIDS. I don't know.
Yeah. But you weren't unfamiliar with show business. You had worked in show business, but behind the scenes. Is that right?
Yeah, I was a production assistant in LA for like 6 years or so. And
You worked on some big films, right?
Yeah, I worked on Collateral Damage.
With
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sure.
I know you like.
Yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah. Who doesn't love Schwarzenegger?
Yeah.
So you got to really be around Schwarzenegger a lot. What was your impression of him?
It was crazy. We were in the jungle, like where they shot like Predator, like in Mexico, and everybody just has like long sleeve shirts and like hats, and like we're just covered in bug repellent because there's like bugs everywhere. It's just like totally insane. And Arnold just hung out like with no shirt on, like in boxers, like smoking a cigar, like playing chess. And bugs are coming around. They're like, and he's like, yeah, kind of like King Kong with planes, you know. Like,
he probably waits till the mosquito is half filled with blood and then flexes and it explodes.
Come on, dude.
Give me your best shot.
Come on. And he turns into Al Pacino. All
Yeah. Did he? You said he was playing chess. Is he he's a chess
He's
player?
Like a huge chess fanatic, and that was like the hardest thing because he would like play with someone from. Like a crew member, anybody walking by, like, we'll have to play a game of chess, you know what I mean? And they're like, no, And I had to, like, take him to set, and we would be waiting for hours, like, where's Arnold? And he's playing chess with people. So we devised a thing where we, like, write a little note and slip it to his opponent and it'd be like, lose, exclamation, you know what I mean?
Just to get him, get the game over with.
And be like, all right, hey, whoops, the board, you know? And he caught on to it, and he was like, what is that?
What does this say?
I just
read this for me.
What is this?
What is this lose?
What is lose?
I do not know that idea.
I don't have a good Schwarzenegger.
Mine went away too. I don't know what happened.
They became Pacino.
That's funny.
That is funny. That is good stuff, man. But it just shows you how crazy deepfake can be. I mean, they can just turn some dude's face into whatever they want to.
Right.
You say whatever you want, man. Like,
yep.
I'm afraid it's gonna start a war or something. Like.
Yeah, I don't know, because they're going to know that it's a possibility, so they're going to do the research, and you can tell it's manipulated video if you forensically
really
look at it. I'm sure,
I'm sure there's people who are way better at video that can be like, yeah, that's fake as soon as look, this pixel's off, and it shouldn't be, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, why is this color different?
Yeah. Why did it?
Yeah, they're looking at stuff that we're not.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Well, the first one was a little more seamless, I think.
Yeah, that one was like, I don't know.
Yeah, the first one was like, I don't know if it was the second video glitching where it kept freezing like that, But that's what was freaking me out about the first one is it was like one way, and then all of a sudden it's different.
It was subtle.
You couldn't even see it morph though, really. Like it was just
1 second and the next, but it was.
And it was subtle too, where it's like if you weren't watching, you would miss it. Maybe
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, how afraid are you guys of this? I mean, do you think it's going to lead to something fucking world changing, or like do you think people are just wake up?
I'm bored. I don't care what they're not coming after me with that shit. Like,
no, but what I'm saying is like, I mean, heavens forbid, I don't want to give anybody ideas or anything, but what if they like say freaking like, say they take the president, whoever it is at the time, and just start saying that we're going to start, sending missiles over to so-and-so place, you know what I'm saying? And then that place thinks they're really sending them,
Because it could be a lot of like sending it somewhere to that don't have the
Yeah,
technology.
do it with a face.
Is that what you're saying? Like a different country or something that wouldn't
No,
even know?
it would just be a deep fake of the president saying they're going to do it.
Yeah, if they gave it to like rebels somewhere, it's not like they got technology to dispute it or whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to think it's happening, and
Yeah,
you could
retaliate.
It's
you know.
I mean, it's a possibility, but hey, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Like I said,
Don't
come at me.
think about it. Like, if it's gonna happen, ask her.
I mean, really, why worry about something? You can't
Focus
even
on your
know.
Good run.
Just
We had a good
live your life.
run.
That's good. It's all
Bears.
good.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
great.
all good.
It had to end sometime.
Other things will survive. There'll be something else intelligent that finally shows up.
Listen, if you can't control it, there's no sense of worrying about it.
That is true.
There's nothing you can do. So
That is absolutely true. Right. Well, we were going to do some what's it called? An intuition test. But it's getting kind of late. We can't really get through all of it. So I think we might just save that for afterthoughts.
Alrighty.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about your intuition?
I think I'm pretty good, but I think under stress, I don't know.
I thought I was better before seeing the deep fake fucking videos.
Sure.
You think, okay, here's what it's going to be like for anyone who wants to just, head on over to Patreon and sign up and so they can watch this later. It's basically going to be a bunch of pictures that are black and white, and I'm going to ask you what color they are. Sometimes it'll be a picture and it'll say like how many people, and then I'll show you a picture and you got, you got to tell me how many people you think it is, and I'll show you the picture and it'll be that many people or whatever. It's not just people, but
so it's like a psychic test? Is that
well, intuition, like
intuition, like what's
what's he saying? That's what
I mean, like you don't think of it as psychicness, but like you got to get deep down inside yourself and just whatever you think it is right off the bat, like
it's like a knowing.
You got to use your intuition.
7 ducks. Am I right?
Hey,
oh, if I had pictures of ducks, I will next. I will make sure there's 7 of them next time.
7 of them.
Yeah.
Did you really?
She's good on those. So.
I'm pretty good too, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I came up with these all by myself, so we're gonna get to it here in afterthought.
Afterthought.
You want to join it, but before we actually head on to afterthoughts, we have to do our favorite segment.
I love that. I crack up every time I see it. I don't know why.
I'm glad that one of the easier ones that I came up with just ends up being your favorite. So.
I don't know why. It just amuses
Yeah, but so much time in this other shit. You don't even care. This is what you like.
Yeah.
Really?
I like it.
Really?
This is
so simple.
Claudette waits until the end of Remotely Relevant just so she can see the love-hate and go through it. So do we have a preference? What do we want to do? Love or hate?
It doesn't matter. Let's do hate.
All righty, Claudette. Then what are you hating?
And I came up with this before we started talking earlier. I wrote it down. I hate people. I mean, most people. I just don't like them.
That's an easy one. Everyone hates
No,
people.
I mean,
it's a good one.
Easy,
it is a good one.
To be reiterated once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
And then on the other opposite, I would do on hate first and then go back to love.
I was actually thinking to myself earlier this week, I'm going to put people on my list of hates too, but she stole it from me.
You have to use it a different time.
Enough people, we can all hate them.
Well,
yes,
my hate,
them.
my hate is, I guess, an offshoot of Claudette's hate. I hate people who talk into their phone like this. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Like, what are you losing in the conversation between this move and this? Like,
they can hear you, dude. That's the way they design phones.
How many important words are you missing? Like, it just blah 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 blah.
Unless you're yelling, like if you're like, like I get that part, but yeah, normal conversation. I don't.
Why do they do that?
I don't know.
I've never
why they
thought
do
about
that.
that before. It's
But
funny
you've
and
seen people
stupid.
do it, right?
Yes, I've
I
seen
don't
it.
like.
Yeah, I have to, and I've never really given
There's a
myself
design
it either.
to it.
But yeah, it is dumb. Like,
This
yeah.
is the design. There's a design to it. It's been ever since the telephone was
Yeah, you don't have
created.
to do it separate.
Yeah.
Well,
What the hell?
holy fuck! I almost destroyed my whole setup.
Oh, that would be
You good?
nice. Dan just goes black.
Yeah,
You
bang!
just thought you peeled
Yeah.
out.
Dan, what are you hating?
I'm hating Chad Kroger.
Don't even ask. It's always Chad Kroger.
Don't want to care anymore, but I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, goddamn motherfucking Chad Kroger.
He's got visceral hate
You totally lose sleep
for
over
one
it.
Mr. Kroger. Oh man.
You can tell
What
how
would you
bad he
do
is.
if you were face to face with Chad Kroger?
I don't know. I've never been face to face with Chad Kroger, so I can't honestly answer that question. But I'd say stuff till he probably had to hit me, I guess.
Just so you can get that sweet freaking.
Hey, yeah, man, my
lawsuit
arms are above
money,
my
right?
sides, but
Oh,
look at this
man.
photograph, motherfucker.
you know he's gonna, one of these days he's gonna get wind of this, and he's gonna call into the show. I guarantee it, man.
He's Canadian. He's overly polite anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah. All right. Well, we went through the hates. Claudette, what do you got for love?
I was just gonna go right on the opposite side of the people and say dogs. I love my dogs, or any dogs in
Fair enough.
particular. They're
Okay.
just awesome.
If you don't love
Love you
dogs,
no matter
you're a
what.
psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
By the way.
Exactly.
For real.
I agree 100%.
Absolutely.
They're a better judge of character than anybody I know.
Yeah, they got that sixth sense, man. They
Yep.
do.
Mhm. My love is one of Claudette's hates. I think the first Claudette's hate, and that's Taylor Swift, and only for one reason, because everybody hates her right now. So that's my love.
You're
for
gonna
right
love
now.
her. Yeah.
You gonna love her?
Swift tide.
Yep,
You a Swiftie?
I'm a Swiftie now. I'm gonna figure out.
Rick's a Swiftie.
I'm gonna figure out what the hell's up with the number 13. I'm gonna figure that out first.
Isn't she dating somebody from the 49ers?
No, yes, CG,
Yes,
you're such
Claudette.
a girl.
Yes,
The girl.
Yeah.
I get it now. Like
Yeah.
you want the girl.
Who else would bring it to it?
The other team.
Oh, geez, see, you mean
Kansas
the
Kansas City Chiefs.
Giants? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yes, she is dating Travis Kelce, which is actually a hometown boy from Cleveland, Ohio. Well, he went to, not Cleveland, but
And the dude can play ball, man. As much like I'm not a Kansas City fan, but
Yeah.
the dude can play. Like I've seen him make some good plays.
right. But yes, speaking of, what's your love, Dan? And then we'll get
My
into our
love
Super Bowl pick.
is I gotta see the name because I'm gonna fuck it up. Amigo the Devil. It's a artist. It's a one man group. Basically, he plays banjo a lot. Plays a lot of stringed instruments or whatever. But he reminds me of the old troubadours. It's all storytelling songs.
Okay.
Amigo who? What
Amigo the Devil. Just YouTube it
Devil.
later. I'm not going to try to
I'm just writing it down.
give you even a name right now of a
just
song.
wanna write it
It's
down.
new to me too. Davey just fucking sprung it on me last night, but
Okay.
I'm really into it, dude. It's good shit.
So far, every time you say somebody, I looked it up and I end up loving it.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Right.
You will. Be good.
All right. So before we get out of here, because we gotta get out of here soon, and then get into afterthoughts at midnight. So, round the horn, Super Bowl picks, Dan.
Oh, I just want to make fun of you for picking Kansas City because you're a Swiftie now. Look, I don't know. I'm not like anti Taylor Swift or anything. I love watching the games. Every time Kelsey does something, then they show Taylor Swift up in the booth. Like
It's an average of 30
every
seconds.
time.
Get over it.
No, it's fine. It's whatever. It's a commercialized sporting event, man. I get it. You know.
Yep.
I don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah, I know.
But cynical Dan is going with San Francisco.
Okay.
Gun to head to pick.
San Francisco. Claudette, who
I'm picking
totally
the
knows
Chiefs.
everything about football.
I'm picking the Chiefs because I thought it was the Giants, so I'm just gonna go that way.
And Taylor Swift.
And Taylor Swift. Too. Although I don't care for Taylor Swift, so that's not my reason.
I'm like Dan. Actually, I don't have a dog in the fight, so I really don't care. I really don't want either of them to win, honestly. Doesn't matter whether I'm a Swiftie or not. Who I think is going to win is Kansas City. Who I would want to win, if I had to really want one of them to win, is 49ers, because I hate Patrick Mahomes.
So who's your pick?
Kansas City. You think he's going to win? And odds
go
are
Kansas City, but I really do not
but-
like Patrick Mahomes. I don't like his whiny attitude. I just
Brady,
don't like it.
and he's a new fucking Brady.
Don't care. Do not
Don't
care.
care. Yeah.
I hated Brady too, so.
Yeah. Get it.
I know, no Kansas City. I wish, but that's who I think is gonna win.
What'd you say?
Shut your mouth, Rick. No Kansas City.
Yeah. I hate
If
to say it.
enough people believe tomorrow,
Yes,
we can make it happen.
because that's how it works. Exactly.
Hey, makes more sense than religion.
It does. You're right.
It does.
Yeah. I guess
you can
kinda
make it
does.
happen.
I kind of does. Anyway, we are going to get out of here for the night. I want to remind everybody to drink responsibly, as Dan is chugging the rest of his beer.
And be kind.
Yes.
kind.
be
Yeah, I love it.
Drink responsibly and make sure that you are not driving anywhere. We are not driving, so make sure that you get somebody else to drive for you. If you are drinking with us tonight, make sure you smash that like button, give us a follow, subscribe wherever you are watching us. It has been an awesome time. I hope you join us over in Afterthoughts. Just go to patreon.com/AskinHaskins. That's AskinHaskins. Head on over there, put in your $3, and you will join us at midnight for Afterthoughts. Until then, we'll get out of here. So have a good one, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So
Peace out.
Peace out.
All right, we can call this one Sunshine. You're my sunshine, only sunshine. Make me happy. Skies are gray, never know much I love you. Please don't take sunshine away, shine away. Never know much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Never know how much I love you, but don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Of the night, dear, as I lay sleeping, dreamt I held you in my arms when I woke, dear. I was mistaken, and I hung my head, and I cried, never know how much I love. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Never know much I love. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. My sunshine, only sunshine, make me happy. Skies are gray, never know. Two is for you, oh no. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. Never know much I love you. Please don't take sunshine away, shine away. Never know much I love. Please don't take my sunshine away, shine away. I'm my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy. Skies are gray, never know.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
AskinHaskins.com